Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to third day of our MCP tutorial. So today, I believe that you must have tried with the AI toolkit previously. So where we see about, so initially we started with what is MCP and how it is going to help us in several of our day-to-day activities and how it has really transformed the AI and its competencies. And then in the second video, we saw about how to bring in the AI toolkit, right? So we have installed the extension of AI toolkit in our Visual Studio Code, and then even we have tested few prompts using the OpenAI GPT 4.1. And today, in our third third day of our MCP training, I'll just show you how effective each and every single or to say the models. So here we have like several models. We have got DeepSeek, we have got Phi-4, we have got OpenAI GPT, we have got OpenGPT 4.0. So several models were here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try few models, and I'll show you how effectively or like what could be the difference for each and every single AI model. So starting with the first one. So I've chosen OpenAI GPT 4.1 as my first model, and here I have my prompt. So the prompt is very simple. So all I'm asking it to do is to write a Python function that calculates, let me just close this, okay. Write a Python function that calculates the factorial of a number using recursion, and I have also asked to include the error handling and docstring. So this is my first prompt, and I'm going to use it via OpenAI GPT 4.1, that is via GitHub, and I'm not going to make any other changes. No system prompts were there. The maximum response length is not been set up, which means it has unlimited response length, the maximum response length. The temperature is 1. So in fact we did talked about what is the temperature and what is top P. So I'm going to give this prompt, and the thing is we are going to calculate how effectively or how quickly it's going to take, I mean how quickly it's going to generate the response time of it. And if you see, it's quite slow. So if you see, it's like typing each and every single characters one by one, and uh, it's like building the code for us. So let's wait until it completes the code, and then we'll move on to the next model. So now the response for our question, that is creating a Python function for calculating the factor using recursion with error handling and docstring, has been created. And let me copy this to compare it with the other GPT, I mean other AI model. So let me open a notepad. And now we'll compare the same prompt with another model, that is Phi-4. So currently I have opened Phi-4, and I'm going to give the same prompt, and let's see what happens with the Phi-4. So the reason behind this is to choose the right MCP model for you to use in your day-to-day activity. It can be anything. It can be performance testing, or it can be integrating GitHub with your VS Code, or it can be any sort of activities. Yeah. So now it has been completed, and it has used nearly 308 tokens. So previously, the OpenAI used 204 tokens, and the Pi 4 has used 308 tokens, which is really quite interesting. So let me copy the other one and go back to the notepad and pasting it. So now what I'll do is let me create a comparison, and I'll show you what really happens. So select this was to compare, then compare. So now if you see, you can see it has added a little bit of comments section, right? So the comment section were added in the Pi 4, and there were a few key points that were added to the code. So this level of detail has been added. I mean, like an additional layer of detail has been added when it comes to Phi-4. So now you can understand like which really will help you in terms of using the MCP in your daily day-to-day activities, and that's going to bring a lot of change when it comes in terms of using it in terms of using choosing the right MCP. And let's try with just one more. So let me go into compare. Oh, let's try DeepSeek in this scenario. So let me add it from the GitHub. Yep, I have added it. And let me now go back to the playground and let me choose DeepSeek. And then I'll paste the same prompt again. So now it gives a complete different way of approaching the question. So it tells that the user wants me to write a Python code for calculating the factor using recursion. So it really is. I mean, this is how it works. Whenever we try to use it, it really takes us through all these scenarios. It really analyzes our question and then it takes it to a different way. And in fact, if you see, when it comes to DeepSeek, the way the temperature and the other items were not there. So it's just the inference parameters. It ends with the maximum response length. And let's wait until it gets completed and then we'll connect back again. And now with the DeepSeek, so here we have got the response for the prompt that we give. The same prompt, nothing has been changed. It's the same prompt, but with different uh, I mean agents. So now let's do a quick comparison of it and clear all compares. And let me create a new tab. Open new tab. Sorry. Let me go back to the VS Code. Copy the entire response from it. And here you can see the number of tokens that has been used is high compared to the other two agents. So here, yeah. So it definitely shows that it is really big. So now this gives a clear understanding of which agent to choose for our activity. Because again, let me tell you, every agent has its own level of implementation and deployment. So it's always good to choose the right level of agent for different level of activities. Like you can choose DeepSeek, you can choose the OpenAPI, you can OpenAI, you can use Phi-4. What it all depends on which and for what is our requirement is. So again, this it will actually turn the way you approach your activities. Like as I told you, like if it is a performance testing related activities, you have to choose a right agent, and that will definitely help you to improve and elevate your output or the responses. So with that, I come to the end of this video on day 3. In our next video, that's in hands-on exercise for the day 4, we are going to see how to build custom agent with agent builder. So we are going to understand what an agent builder is, and we're going to understand how to do the agent configuration deep dive, where we're going to create effective system prompts. So with that, I come to the end of this video, and see you all in our next video. Until then, it's bye bye from this is Shanmugam and your favorite Little Star YouTube channel. Take care and bye bye.